Just like to say, it was a really good job, by our opponents, Abilene Christian. I think they came out and they were prepared well. Coach did a really good job preparing those guys for this game. Happy for our guys to come out with the win. Some guys got opportunities today. Was really excited to see. Like I said, we're happy to walk out here victorious.
Questions down front, Travis?
Moose Muhammad got a little bit of an extended run today. What's changed in the last week that he was able to almost put up the exact same numbers that he had coming into the game just in this game?
Well, there's nothing new. We all know what Moose is capable of, and his time was called, and he had opportunities to catch the ball and make plays. But we know what he's capable of, and I'm glad to see that he got back after today, and I think he had 100 yards receiving, something like that. But just happy to see him have some success today.
Down front left, Olin.
Elijah, what are some of the reasons, or you think that y'all were getting off to such a slow start in the first half, and what was, what y'all doing at halftime to get those guys to be better in the second half?
Well, it's been a trying week for those guys, which is not an excuse. Like I said, we got to come back out. We got to be able to. The first thing we got to do is make sure when we do go into halftime, be able to come back strong, and play a full game. I think early on just was out of the rhythm. Just had to get going, and I think Jalen came back and did a really good job. Thought we started to move the ball better in the second half. Defense kept forcing punts, so I just thought we started off slow, and I got to get that fixed in practice.
Down front right, Cole.
Elijah, just based off your relationship with these seniors, what did it mean for you to be able to coach them one last time and go out with a win?
It's a unique group. I told the locker room today, it doesn't mean it's the end of those guys. They just passed the torch on. And when you have a brotherhood, the biggest thing is understanding this. Okay, I'm giving you it's an obligation to somebody else once they leave. So that's been an amazing group. They all had adversity. They all fought through it. They all been great leaders for us, and they led the way this week during practice.
And then what did you think of Jalen's performance going into his second start?
I thought Jalen came out and he stayed consistent. He settled down after the first half. He didn't turn it over. He had the fumble, but he didn't throw the ball to the other team or give it to the other team. So he'll keep getting better as the weeks go on.
Go to the left, front left, Alex, and then to the right, Carter.
Hey, Elijah right here. Toward the end of the game, you guys had the all walk-on kickoff team. Just kind of what it went into that and that having them go out there like that.
On senior day, and I'll be honest, I didn't know we were honoring the 12th-man kickoff team. But on senior day, I was trying to figure out how could we get as many seniors out there as much as possible, especially the guys that come every day. They're on scout team. They get no recognition. They don't get to play a lot. How could we get those guys the opportunity to go on the field? And they'll never forget that. And I was excited to see those guys go out there and have success, and they'll forever live with that,
Yeah. What was kind of your impression of, them making that stop, especially on the first time?
Man, we're excited. They got the crowd into it. Like I said, Zach comes out every week, and all those guys, and they give us a great look. They don't complain. They're a look team majority of the time. They don't play in the games, but all they do is keep coming back and help us get better. Those are true Aggies, okay? And we had an opportunity to get those guys some playing time today, and they made the most out of it.
Right side here, Carter.
Hey, Elijah. Just how challenging was this week for you, and what kind of helped you kind of learn as the week goes and coach these guys?
Our support, we have a great support staff. We all was on the same page between our support staff and the coaching staff is all on the same page. We made sure as we sat down, we did what we thought was best for the guys. Okay, the way we planned practice, the way we had practice, we made sure it was best for the guys. And then you look at the players bought in. Whatever we asked them to do, they did. So that made it easy. Those guys wanted to come out here and leave our seniors out the right way. So again, you talk about the love for each other. They prepared to make sure the seniors walked out here with a win.
And then your impression of just what Ruben Owens showed today and how he's kind of progressed this season.
He's talented. I remember making a statement before about the microwave versus the oven. And I'm going to keep saying it. He's a guy that trusts the process. He has a great position coach that constantly gets him better. And you see as the weeks go on, he got better and better. He ran the ball really well today.
Coach, we'll go back behind the lights. We'll start on the far right and just work our way left.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about the support staff and players helping you during the week. When you were out there on the sideline taking over the show, did it feel natural? Did it feel different on the sideline?
Yeah, it felt natural. Like we have all these situations that come up. We try to make sure we have these situations in practice. We try to prepare for them so there's nothing new for us on game day. But it felt natural, yes.
Go ahead, Ben.
Eric kind of took my question, but when you went through the week, did you sense a point where the team kind of put everything behind them and really started to turn the corner and it's just take care of business?
On Sunday, those guys made an oath to each other that they was going to have a what's next mentality. And on Monday when we showed up for practice, they had a what's next mentality. Coach, what do we need to do? How you want us to do it? Let's do it. And those guys been really locked in.
Daryl, you'll be next.
Coach, could Saturday get here soon enough with what you guys had dealt with? I mean, I know you just wanted to get on the field and play again, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We want to get out and field and play. But trust me, we're going to trust the process. We're going to go. We're going to take every day we can to practice and prepare.
And then if I could follow up, just what do you look to build on as you get ready to close out the regular season in Baton Rouge next week?
We're going to go look at the tape, evaluate what we've done and see what we got to get better at. And first thing first is stretch and stride tomorrow, and the staff will get together and watch film and see what we need to get better at.
Down front to the left, Olin, and then Travis.
Coach, for next week, is it your call about when y'all decide to head over to Baton Rouge, and when would that be the case if it is?
We'll discuss it as a staff and see what's best. Like I said, we'll staff meet tomorrow, and we'll talk about that, and we'll see exactly what's the best thing for us to do as a team.
Front right, Travis.
Just for you, what personally does it mean to notch your first win as a head coach?
I stand on the shoulders of a lot of people, and I appreciate those people that prepared me for today. I have my whole family here. I have my wife here. I have my mother and my sisters here. I go back to remember when I went to my first football camp. Okay, I borrowed $60 from my sister. I used my other sister's Pontiac. Okay, and then my mother gave me gas money so I can make it down to a camp, and I got my first scholarship. So it all started way back then. Like I said, I just look at it as there's a lot of people that sacrificed for me to get to this point. And I'm happy the players played hard for us. I'm happy that the people that sacrificed for me to stand on their shoulders for us today. I'm just happy to make those people proud.
And I know you got the all-maroon uniforms. You had guys wearing sleeves. How much was today was about having fun and letting them kind of be themselves this week?
Just want to eliminate distractions. A lot of guys to go play. I told those guys, I said, when we talk about brotherhood, I said, let's go back to the days when we just went to the park. When we walked to the park with our ball, and we picked teams, and we just played. Didn't worry about anything else. We didn't worry about our reps. Didn't worry about was I starting. We just picked the ball up at the park, and we just played ball. And that was the message to those guys. Let's just go play ball. And I'm glad they got the win today.
Second row on the right, Brent. Sorry.
Nowitzki?
Yes.
How old were you when you went to that camp, and where was that? Where was the camp on those details?
I was a sophomore in high school, and it was at my alma mater.
Penn State, for those that don't know. Front right, Cole.
Elijah, was there any piece of advice from one of your former coaches that you kind of took going into the process of getting ready for today? And if so, what was that advice and who told you it?
Look in the mirror, know who you are, know where you came from. I was a Camden coach. I'm from Camden, New Jersey. So but look in the mirror, know who you are, know where you came from, and be yourself, and the guys that play for you.
Second row on the right, Carter.
Elijah, I think this was the first game. Bobby was on the sideline calling the plays. What difference do you think that made, and how much did that just help you having him?
As the coach presence on the sideline, to be able to run the offense and be able to communicate with the other coaches and communicate with the quarterbacks was important. So we decided it was best that he came down on the sideline.
We'll go back behind the lights on the far left, Donna.
Coach, you touched on it a little bit earlier, but what was the feeling for you to lead the team out of the tunnel today and just kind of be front and center to lead them to victory?
Yeah, it was different for me, to be honest. I like to be on the sideline. I like to actually watch the guys run out. So when I found out that I had to run out, I asked Dustin, I said, do I have to? Can I stay on the sideline and see the guys run out? But it was good. Like I said, man, I appreciate every opportunity that I'm getting right now. And every experience has been great so far.
We'll wrap it up with Daryl back behind the lights in the middle.
Coach, I've got a defensive question for you. I think at least the second game in a row where you guys have not allowed them to cross the goal line as a defensive unit, just how the defense continues to kind of step up and play and, you know, give you guys a chance to win games.
We always tell those guys, we do not want anybody to get into the end zone. No matter where they move the ball to, they don't get in our end zone. And those guys stepped up today. We have a standard, and we want to play at that standard at all times.
All right, Coach E, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.